What you are about to discover could change how you feel every morning, how your body works, and yes, how it responds in intimacy, even after 60. Most men believe that drinking more water is enough, that staying hydrated guarantees energy and vitality. You have heard it 1,000 times. Drink your daily glasses, hydrate yourself, take care of your health. But the truth no one tells you, can transform your circulation, your strength, and your confidence in a surprising way. If you keep drinking only plain water after 60, you might be missing one of the simplest ways to reactivate your vitality, improve your blood flow, and feel stronger and more energized than ever. It sounds unbelievable, I know, but it is not a myth. Imagine a man like Carlos, 63 years old, who felt that every morning was getting harder, that his strength and drive were slowly fading. What he discovered changed his entire daily life, without pills, without expensive supplements, simply by understanding how his body truly works. There is a molecule, small but powerful, that most men have never even heard about. It is called nitric oxide, and it controls one of the most essential functions in your body, blood flow. When your nitric oxide levels are high, your blood vessels relax and open easily, circulation improves, and your heart, your brain, and yes, your masculine vitality receive the oxygen and nutrients they need. But after 60, nitric oxide production drops, sometimes by more than half, and that is why you feel slower, weaker, less like yourself. What is surprising is that water alone does not help rebuild it. Water does not provide the materials your body needs to produce nitric oxide. Think of your body like a factory. Water keeps the lights on, but without the right ingredients, the production line stops. Your vessels are clean and hydrated, but empty, and that makes everything look fine on the outside, while inside your energy drops, your circulation slows down, and your confidence quietly slips away. The good news is that this has a solution. It all starts with what you add to your water, not coffee, not energy drinks, but simple natural boosters that signal your body to start producing nitric oxide again, just like it did when you were 25. It is not complicated, it is not expensive, it is pure science, real biology that works in every man when his body receives the right fuel. Very soon, you will discover exactly which ingredients can turn simple water into the most powerful circulation elixir you have ever tried. Pay close attention, because the first ingredient is so simple that you probably already have it in your kitchen right now, sitting there, waiting to transform your health. Before talking about what to add to your water, you need to understand why this molecule, nitric oxide, is absolutely crucial for every man over 60. Think of nitric oxide, or NO for short, as the spark that keeps your entire body running smoothly, like a perfectly tuned engine. When you were younger, your body produced enough of it. That is why you woke up full of energy, could work all day, and still have drive and stamina at night. But as the years go by, natural nitric oxide production declines, and everything starts to feel dull, slow, out of sync. As nitric oxide drops, your circulation weakens, your heart has to work harder, and recovery after any physical effort becomes slower. Even your mind can feel foggy and unclear, and the most obvious signal, when blood does not flow properly, is that performance also fails, especially where it matters most. This happens every day to men like Miguel, 67 years old, who looked healthy on the outside, but inside his blood vessels were narrowing, his cells were aging faster, and his nitric oxide levels were at rock bottom. This is not just about getting older, it is about quality of life. When nitric oxide falls, you lose energy, endurance, mental sharpness, and confidence, and the worst part is that most men do not even realize this is happening. No one ever explained to them how to fix it. What makes nitric oxide so special is that it tells your blood vessels to relax, to open, to allow more oxygen, more nutrients, and more life to flow freely through your body. This means better circulation for your heart, better brain function, faster muscle recovery, and yes, better firmness and stamina where you need it most. When your nitric oxide levels rise, you do not just feel younger, your body behaves younger. Your cells communicate better, your energy feels natural again, as if you are turning back on the man you used to be. And the best part is that you do not need medications or surgeries for this to happen. Your body already knows how to do it, It just needs the right ingredients. That is why, starting today, you should stop thinking of water as something you simply drink. Start seeing it as a delivery system, a vehicle for your vitality. When you add certain natural boosters to your water, you give your body everything it needs to restart its nitric oxide engine. In the next section, you will discover the first and most powerful ingredient, a bright red superfood that has already been shown to awaken circulation in a matter of hours. But before that, let us clear up a misunderstanding. Yes, water is vital, but by itself, it is not enough. Your body needs water for every process, for every vital function. Digestion, temperature regulation, metabolism, everything depends on proper hydration. But water alone, even if you drink it all day long, does not give your body the fuel it needs to truly produce nitric oxide, the kind that awakens your energy and vitality. Imagine your body as an engine. Water keeps the oil flowing, but without the right type of fuel, the engine just idles, going nowhere, not moving you forward. That is exactly what happens inside your blood vessels after 60. The nitric oxide factory begins to slow down, and your cells respond less and less. The enzymes that once worked perfectly now operate at half speed. You drink water, but the nitric oxide production line is almost empty. Your body needs ingredients, nitrates, amino acids, antioxidants, to restart this process. Without them, you are only keeping the lights on in the factory, but nothing is being produced. That is why so many men say they drink water all day, yet still feel tired, heavy, and notice their energy crashing before the afternoon. The problem is not the water, it is what is missing from it. And when nitric oxide production slows down, you feel it everywhere. You breathe harder when climbing stairs, you lose that natural confidence in intimacy, and you wake up feeling drained instead of recharged. It is not just age, it is poor circulation caused by low nitric oxide levels. But there is good news. This entire system can be reactivated naturally. With just a few natural boosters added to your daily water, you can restart the nitric oxide factory. I have seen this change in men like Roberto, 65 years old, who within days notice better endurance, a brighter mood, and yes, stronger morning responses because their bodies start producing nitric oxide again. Blood flow returns, cells wake up, and everything begins to run more smoothly. So if water alone is not enough, what should you add to make it work for you? The first ingredient is bright red, slightly sweet, earthy, and it is probably already sitting in your refrigerator right now. Once you add it to your morning glass, you may notice a difference in less than a week. This is where the magic begins. The first ingredient every man over 60 should add to his water is beetroot powder. Yes, beets, that deep red root vegetable your grandmother may have cooked for dinner. It turns out to be one of nature's most powerful tools for restoring blood flow and endurance. And here is why. Beets are loaded with natural nitrates. When you consume them, your body converts these nitrates into nitrites and then into nitric oxide, the exact molecule that controls blood vessel relaxation and circulation. What makes beets so remarkable is that this pathway does not rely heavily on aging endothelial cells, the cells lining your blood vessels that weaken over time. By using beets, you give your body a shortcut, a direct boost toward the vitality you thought was gone. You are bypassing the slowdowns of aging and allowing your body to produce nitric oxide efficiently again, just like in your best years. Research confirms this repeatedly. Just one glass of water with beets can improve circulation within hours. That means more oxygen to your brain, more endurance in your muscles, and a stronger response throughout your entire body. And let us be clear, we are not talking about caffeine, stimulants, or synthetic pills that only mimic energy. We are talking about your body rebuilding the natural chemistry of youth. Picture this. You wake up in the morning, mix 1 or 2 teaspoons of beetroot powder into a large glass of water, stir it until it turns a deep red color, earthy and slightly sweet. Drink it, and within hours you feel more alert and more awake. Even your blood pressure may begin to improve as your blood vessels open and relax. And what is especially interesting is that men like Luis, 64 years old, who start their day with beet water often report steady energy all day long. No spikes, no crashes, just smooth, sustained youthful power. It is also one of the best-kept secrets for improving circulation and intimacy. Better blood flow means better firmness, greater endurance, and more satisfaction for both you and your partner. The beauty of this is that it is simple, natural, and effective. Now, to be completely honest, beets alone can do wonders. But when you combine them with the next ingredient, the effect multiplies dramatically. That is because the next ingredient does not just help create nitric oxide, it also protects it. This is the double impact most men overlook, the key to keeping nitric oxide levels high and stable throughout the day. The second addition to your upgraded water is just as powerful as it is ancient: pomegranate. You have probably seen it before, that vibrant red fruit filled with tiny ruby-like seeds. But what you may not know is that pomegranate is far more than just a fruit. It is a natural protector of nitric oxide. What this means is that when your body produces nitric oxide, it does not stay active forever. It breaks down quickly, especially if you're under stress, dealing with inflammation, or exposed to toxins and poor nutrition. That is where pomegranate comes in. It is packed with polyphenol, powerful antioxidants such as punicalagins and ellagic acid. These compounds act like bodyguards for nitric oxide, preventing it from breaking down too quickly, keeping it active longer, and allowing your blood to flow freely. Think of it this way: beets turn on the faucet, pomegranate keeps the water flowing. Together, they're incredibly effective. Studies have shown that pomegranate supplementation can significantly improve blood vessel flexibility, lower blood pressure, and increase nitric oxide availability. In one study, people who consumed pomegranate extract noticed improved circulation within just a few weeks, especially in areas that matter most to men. And when your circulation improves, everything improves. Sharper mental focus, more oxygen to your muscles, better endurance both in physical activity and in intimacy. Your heart pumps more easily, and recovery feels smoother and faster. Here is something fascinating. Pomegranate may also indirectly support healthy testosterone levels by improving blood flow to the glands that regulate hormones, helping your body stay balanced, energized, and responsive. Now let us put this into action. Take 1 teaspoon of pomegranate powder or 1 tablespoon of pure extract and mix it directly into your morning water along with beetroot powder. The combination creates a deep red drink that not only tastes great, but works deeply inside your body. You will begin to feel lighter, more alert, more alive. This is the kind of change you do not just see, you feel it in your energy, in your workouts, and in your confidence with your partner. And here is an important detail. This beet and pomegranate combination is backed by solid science. Dozens of clinical trials show measurable improvements in vascular function, oxygen delivery, and endurance. This is not marketing hype. It is biology applied correctly. And we are not done yet, because while beets and pomegranate cover 2 of the most important nitric oxide pathways, there is another ingredient that works through a completely different system, and it is one your body truly loves. You will find it in something sweet, refreshing, and surprisingly effective. Exactly, our next booster comes straight from the heart of summer: watermelon. Yes, watermelon, that fresh, juicy fruit you have loved since childhood. It is not just a summer snack. It is one of nature's best-kept secrets for improving blood flow, endurance, and nitric oxide production. And here is why. Watermelon contains a powerful amino acid called L-citrulline. Your body converts citrulline into L-arginine, and arginine is the direct fuel your body uses to produce nitric oxide. Think of citrulline as the delivery truck that brings fresh supplies to your nitric oxide factory. When that factory receives the raw materials it needs, production rises quickly. What makes citrulline so special is that it is far more efficient than taking arginine directly. Arginine tends to break down in the digestive system, which means very little actually reaches your bloodstream. Citrulline avoids that problem. It is absorbed easily, travels straight to your cells, and is converted into arginine right where nitric oxide is produced. In other words, you are fueling the system from the inside out. And research fully supports this. Men like Daniel, 66 years old, who takes citrulline daily show measurable improvements in circulation, blood vessel flexibility, and even firmness and intimacy. This is not coincidence. It is biochemistry working exactly as it was designed to. Now imagine this. You already have beetroot generating nitric oxide and pomegranate keeping it active. When you add citrulline, you unlock a second pathway to produce even more nitric oxide. Beetroot and pomegranate work mainly through the nitrate to nitrite pathway, while citrulline boosts the enzymatic pathway. Two different systems working together toward one powerful result: steady blood flow, better oxygen delivery, and stronger, longer-lasting performance. Here's how you do it. Add half a teaspoon to 1 full teaspoon of L-citrulline powder to your morning glass along with beetroot and pomegranate. It mixes easily and has a mild, slightly sweet taste. Most men start noticing a difference within the first week. Workouts feel easier, endurance increases, and yes, that morning confidence starts to return. This combination of beetroot, pomegranate, and watermelon-derived citrulline forms the core of your enhanced water protocol. It is simple, natural, and supports nitric oxide production from every possible angle. But we do not stop here, because your nitric oxide factory does not depend only on production. It also depends on the health of your blood vessels. And there is a plant extract that acts like a skilled mechanic for your arteries, repairing, tuning, and optimizing the system that controls your blood flow. It is called pine bark extract, and it is the fourth powerhouse in your nitric oxide water formula. This may surprise you. It does not come from a fruit or a vegetable. It comes from trees, specifically from the bark of the French maritime pine. What it does inside your body is truly remarkable. This extract is known as pycnogenol, and it is one of the most extensively studied natural compounds for improving circulation and restoring vascular health. Think of your blood vessels as flexible highways. When you are young, they are smooth, wide, and responsive. Blood flows freely, oxygen moves effortlessly, and your energy feels endless. But after 50, those highways begin to stiffen. Inflammation, oxidative stress, and years of pressure start to take their toll. This is where pine bark extract comes in. It helps rejuvenate endothelial cells, the very cells responsible for producing nitric oxide. It protects them from damage, reduces inflammation, and helps them function the way they did decades ago. Think of it as a precision tune-up for your blood vessels. It restores flexibility, improves responsiveness, and helps your nitric oxide levels rise naturally again. And here is where it gets truly exciting. When pine bark extract is combined with citrulline or arginine, the results multiply. Clinical studies show that men like Anthony, 67 years old, who used both experience significant improvements in erectile function, blood pressure, and endurance, not over months, but within just a few weeks. That is why pine bark extract is often called the silent amplifier. It does not just boost nitric oxide production. It makes every other ingredient you are using work even better. You only need a small amount, about 1/4 of a teaspoon per day, from a high-quality standardized extract. Because it is rich in antioxidants, it also supports your skin, your heart, and your brain health. Many men report that after a few weeks on this formula, they not only perform better, they also look more vibrant. Their skin tone improves, their eyes look brighter, and they feel a surge of confidence they have not experienced in years. That is the power of real biological repair. Now, if you have followed everything so far, you already have 4 powerful ingredients working together in synergy: beetroot, pomegranate, citrulline, and pine bark extract. But we can take this one step further by adding something that not only supports nitric oxide, but also delivers a full spectrum of natural nutrients your body is likely missing. It is green, full of life, and it turns your enhanced water into a true nutrient concentrate. Let us talk about the 5th booster, leafy green vegetable powder, and why it can take your vitality to a completely new level. Now consider something that seems simple, yet has the power to amplify your entire system. Leafy green powders such as spinach powder, kale powder, or a high-quality mixed greens blend. These humble vegetables are loaded with the same types of nitrates found in beetroot, but with an added advantage. They also deliver a full spectrum of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that your body uses to repair and strengthen blood vessels. Most men over 60 do not eat enough vegetables, and even if you tried, you would need to eat several large salads every single day to match the nitrate content found in just 1 teaspoon of quality greens powder. That is why this step is a complete game changer. When you combine leafy greens with beetroot, you give your body a wider range of natural nitrate sources. Different plants, different nutrients, all aiming at the same goal: stronger, more flexible circulation. Think of it as cross-training for your arteries. Beetroot activates one pathway, greens strengthen another. Together, they keep your nitric oxide engine running smoothly all day long. And this is not only about nitric oxide. These powders also provide vitamin K, folate, magnesium, and phytonutrients that support your liver, help balance your hormones, and boost energy production at the cellular level. When you drink this combination regularly, you are not just improving blood flow, you are nourishing your body on every level. There is something important I always tell people. If you feel slow, if you wake up without motivation, or if you notice that your drive is not what it used to be, it is not just age. It is a lack of circulation and cellular fuel. That is exactly what these green vegetables help restore. They bring oxygen and life back to your tissues. They feed your mitochondria, those tiny power plants inside your cells, so you can feel alive again. 1 teaspoon a day is enough. Add it to your morning glass along with beetroot and pomegranate. It gives your drink a deep green-red color, and every sip feels like it is waking up your entire body. This is how you age in reverse. Not by taking shortcuts, but by giving your body what it truly needs. And if you want to take this even further, the next booster might surprise you. It is not a vegetable and it is not a fruit. It is a root that has been used for thousands of years to warm the body, improve blood flow, and fight inflammation from the inside out. Yes, we are talking about ginger, and I am going to show you how to combine it with a flower called hibiscus to create one of the most powerful circulation elixirs on the planet. Now let us bring in 2 ancient remedies that work beautifully together: ginger and hibiscus. If beetroot is the builder and pomegranate is the protector, ginger and hibiscus are the energizers. They wake up your circulation and remove what slows it down. Let us start with ginger. You have probably used it in cooking or maybe in tea when you were not feeling well, but few people realize how powerful ginger is for cardiovascular health and intimate vitality. It contains compounds called gingerols, which studies show can increase natural nitric oxide production. At the same time, they fight inflammation, the silent destroyer of healthy blood vessels. Chronic inflammation slowly stiffens and damages arteries. When that happens, blood does not flow properly, vessels do not expand the way they should, and the nitric oxide system begins to fail. Ginger helps reverse this process. It calms inflammation, keeps arteries flexible, and helps nitric oxide do its job efficiently. There is also an immediate benefit. Ginger gives your enhanced water a gentle warmth and a subtle spicy kick. It feels good going down and wakes you up from the inside out. Now combine that with hibiscus, a bright red flower known for centuries for its heart-protecting properties. Hibiscus is rich in anthocyanins, the same antioxidants that give it that deep crimson color. These compounds help relax blood vessels, lower blood pressure, and support healthy nitric oxide activity. In traditional medicine, hibiscus tea has been used for generations to cool the body, reduce tension, and strengthen the heart. Modern research confirms this. Regular hibiscus consumption can lower both systolic and diastolic blood pressure in just a few weeks. When you combine ginger and hibiscus, something remarkable happens. Ginger warms the body, boosts nitric oxide, and reduces inflammation. Hibiscus cools the system, relaxes blood vessels, and improves blood flow. Together, they create a powerful balance for your circulation. The flavor is slightly tart, slightly spicy, refreshing, and invigorating. It turns your daily enhanced water into something you actually look forward to drinking. And that is the secret to consistency. If it tastes good, you will drink it every day. Daily habits are where real transformation happens. Add about 1/4 teaspoon of ginger powder and 1/2 teaspoon of hibiscus powder to your mix. You can adjust the amounts until the flavor feels perfect for you. As you drink this every day, you will notice something subtle yet powerful. Your body feels lighter, your mood more stable, and your energy more consistent. That is what happens when circulation improves. Every cell in your body begins to wake up. But we are not finished yet. There is one final category of ingredients that ties everything together, something most people already love but never imagined could actually strengthen blood flow and improve performance. It is rich, dark, and yes, it is chocolate. Let us talk about a duo that tastes like dessert but works like medicine: cacao and tart cherry. You might think of cacao as an indulgence you should avoid. But when it is pure, unsweetened, and rich in flavonols, it becomes one of the most powerful circulation boosters known. Real cacao, the dark kind used in scientific studies, is packed with flavonols, plant compounds that strengthen blood vessels and help them expand when needed. This is what matters. As people age, arteries lose flexibility. They do not open as quickly when the body demands more blood flow. Whether during physical activity or intimacy, cacao flavonols train your vessels to respond faster and with more strength. They improve something called flow-mediated dilation, which simply means how well your arteries expand to allow blood to reach where it is needed most. Many men underestimate how important good sleep is for nitric oxide production. Your blood vessels repair themselves while you rest. That is why, when you sleep better, you build better circulation. This is exactly what tart cherry does for you. It gives your body that nightly reset so you wake up recharged, with more energy and stronger morning performance. And together, cacao and tart cherry create something truly special. Cacao activates blood flow. Tart cherry preserves it and helps restore it. It becomes a full day and night support system for your circulation and vitality. Here is how to use it properly. Add 1 teaspoon of pure, unsweetened cacao and half a teaspoon of tart cherry powder to your enhanced water mix. You can even prepare it warm as a morning chocolate vitality drink without sugar, without the jitters of coffee. Just smooth, natural, steady power. Men who use this daily often notice they feel clearer, calmer, and more connected to their bodies. They do not experience afternoon crashes. They sleep more deeply at night. And their performance, both in workouts and in intimacy, feels quietly but noticeably improved. By now, you have built an incredible foundation: beetroot, pomegranate, citrulline, pine bark extract, leafy greens, ginger, hibiscus, cacao, and tart cherry. But remember, none of this matters if you do not use it the right way. Timing, quality, and consistency are what separate a good habit from real transformation. Here is the key. Consistency creates momentum. The men who see the best results are not the ones who make a special drink once a week. They are the ones who build this habit into their daily routine, morning and afternoon, like clockwork. Start your day with a glass of your nitric oxide enhanced water. Wake up your circulation, hydrate your cells, and prepare your energy system for the day ahead. Then have another glass in the early afternoon, before that usual energy dip. This second serving keeps your nitric oxide levels steady during your most active hours. If you do this correctly, you will start noticing subtle changes within just a few days. Your energy will no longer crash in the afternoon. Your workouts will feel smoother. You will sleep more deeply. And yes, your morning confidence will quietly return. But do not rush the process. Real transformation happens over weeks because you are not just boosting nitric oxide for a single day. You are repairing the system that produces it. Your arteries regain flexibility. Your endothelial cells wake up again. Your heart, brain, and vitality begin working together once more, just like they did when you were younger. And here is the most powerful part. You will keep improving. Because the longer you do this, the more your body remembers how to stay young from the inside out. Your arteries become more flexible. Your cells communicate more efficiently. Your entire system starts functioning the way it always should have. So here is what to do today. Start small. Add just 2 ingredients to your water: beetroot and pomegranate. Drink it daily for 1 week. Then, little by little, add the others as you go. And remember this: take care of your circulation, and it will take care of you. Stay strong, stay sharp, and keep your blood flowing.